What's happening, guys? So I'm starting this series. The series is going to be about what it is to be a good man. Because I feel like in this world right now, we have a lot of men in this world that are angry or upset. And why wouldn't they be upset? They've been told that they're shitty men or they're toxic or they choose the bear or choose your own adventure on that one. But I started seeing the world and I was like, someone needs to stand up and say, hey, this is what it looks like to be a good Christian, righteous, honorable man. And yeah, I sat with that for a little bit. I was like, well, why not me? I've always preached it. Now I'm going to teach it. So, in doing so, I thought I would tell stories of times where I was being a good man and it always wasn't pretty. And this is one of those stories. So I used to work for a cell phone company. We won't go into which one. It has an "and" in it, but I digress. And in the sales, it's a sales job. Sales job's fine. I can do a sales job. I do better with sales when I believe in the product or I believe that it'll help someone. It's kind of my moral line in the sand, if you will. But if they want it and they need it, I'll sell it to them. So all our sales tanked at the store I was at. And my boss's boss, which is even worse, came with this idea. And I was like, you can't do that. And she's like, why? I was like, because it's morally wrong. You're lying to them about what you're doing and in fact changing everything and you're just getting more money out of it. Like, it's not right. And they're like, well, we're all doing it. And I'm like, I'm not doing it. And it wasn't too after I lost my job because of it. And it wasn't because of that. I could have done my sales, but like I said, the sales were down and they were making their sales, but they were lying to the customers about how their sales were, like what they were doing. And I just couldn't do that. And sometimes when being a good man or being an honorable man is not popular, you're not going to be popular a lot of times standing up for things that a lot of people just want to go with the crowd. So you got to get that area in your head. To be a good man means sometimes you will have to stand alone. And that brought me to this quote that from a movie, Sucker Punch, good movie. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. And I love that. I love that quote because it's true. If you don't stand for something as a man, what are you doing? I'm sorry. Like, let's just get to it, guys. As a man, as a good man, you have to have morals. You have to stand for those morals. You have to draw the line in the sand and stand next to that line and say, I will not budge because this is morally, this is wrong, and I'm not going to budge. And that's a lonely road. It is. You are not going to, you are not going to win friends all the time. You're not going to win people over when you stand your ground. So if you'll understand that there are other people that are standing behind you that can't stand because they don't have the strength, they don't have the healed yet, they're not there yet, but you are. I am. And we have to stand in that line and say, this is not right, and I will not move. And that's uncomfortable, but it's an uncomfortable truth. And we have to start getting comfortable with uncomfortable truth. And this is just one of them. To be a good man is to not always be liked. Sorry. If you're here for like some fuzzies, that you're not getting fuzzies with me on this stuff. So this is something that we're going to start talking about. This is something that we're going to start really diving into. What is a good man? What is an honorable man? Not a toxic man, not toxic masculinity, not over the top. Being strong, but being soft at the same time. Both can coexist at the same time. I'm that kind of guy. I can be strong when I need to, but I can be soft when I need to. It just depends on what the situation or the person needs. And that might be too much for you. But you can get there. You can start to be both of those things. It's okay for a man to be soft too. And that's another video we'll get into altogether. I'm already starting to go down this rant. I apologize. This is passionate stuff, man. It's a time and an era that I never thought we'd be at. I never thought that I would be making a video about how to be a good man and that we just have gone so far away from that. Anyway, I digress. So, this is some of those videos. I do have a community for if you're a man that you're interested in this. It's called the Phoenix Circle. It's no judging. We talk about whatever issues or things that you're going through. If you find like that is not enough, I do have one-on-one teachings, because one thing also we need to understand as men is our job to heal ourselves. No one's going to do it for us. And we can only lean on the people that we feel safe with. And I want that space to be here with me. I want you to feel safe with me so we can open up, so we can heal. And then you can take that to the next guy next to you and say, hey, you know, this is what I did and it's going pretty well. That's what I'm hoping for. So if that's something you are interested in, link is for the one-on-ones, always, for coaching. Leave your name in the comments, full name, and I'll add you to the Phoenix Circle. And that's it, man. We need to take charge. We need to get back to the center and be okay protecting people and looking out for our neighbor and looking out for our fellow man and fellow woman and fellow child and fellow everything. But it's on us to do that. It's on good men to do that. And that's what we're going to start doing. Well, that's it for this one. If you made it this far in the video, I appreciate you. And as always, till next time, to the next you. I'll see you next time. Catch you later.